Hello, Scorpio family, friends, and cross watchers. It is October 19th today, 18th. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. It's a Thursday. We're almost in Scorpio season. This month flew by. I don't even know how that happened. If you'd like to enter for the 11/11 reading raffle, it's like a drawing. Just go ahead and put free reading in the comments. Keep in mind that I will need to contact you via email, or send it to you via email. So just be mindful. Don't put any of your personal information in the comments. We want to keep you safe. So those are the announcements, I think, today. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody too. My channel's growing pretty consistently, and I'm just really grateful to you all for allowing me to read for you. I really enjoy this. So my voice is a little hoarse today. I'm sort of losing my voice. We're gonna do a little throat chakra clearing, I guess. Ooh, the ring. You might be 25 years old. Your birthday might be the 25th of this month. You might be like an October Scorpio. This one wants to come out. The sun. Ooh, that's beautiful. Ace of clubs, ace of diamonds. You might be 31 years old, 25 years old. Your birthday might be October 31st, so you might be experiencing some sort of enlightenment on the 31st of this month, especially as it relates to like the thinning of the veil. Perhaps you're learning how to channel with this throat chakra thing coming through. It's the throat chakra. The throat chakra is, I just want to be certain, its name is Visuddha. Visuddha, and it's for its purpose is purification. So if you're like a channeler, or you've been trying to like receive messages from the other side, ooh, the bouquet, that's beautiful. Your birthday might be the 9th. If you're trying to receive messages from the other side, this might be a call for you to purify, especially what it is that you listen to, what it is that you watch, what it is that you consume media-wise. If you're trying to like get messages, I was just listening to something. Ooh, card 30, the lilies in the book. I think we'll leave it at that. You might be 30 years old, birthday on the 30th, excuse me, 26 years old, birthday on the 26th. That's interesting. We have 25, 26, 30, and 31. Excuse me. So, yeah, I was just listening to somebody, a rabbi, if I can link his information here, I will. He was talking about how Scorpio season in the Kabbalah, in the Kabbalist tradition, is the time for messages, truthful messages from spirit. So you may be experiencing like ego activation with this sun card as well, feeling like maybe a little defensive if messages are coming through that you've been resistant to. But during the Scorpio season, being that I'm reading for Scorpio, if you're a cross watcher, he was talking about how Scorpios are truth tellers. So yeah, you might be clearing out your throat chakra, clearing out your receptivity as well to spirit and those messages, being able to receive messages that may or may not be difficult to receive. Ace of Cups reversed came out yesterday. This can indicate resistance to a new emotional beginning, especially as it relates to these messages from the other side. The other side may also be like a marriage. If you're in a marriage, the other side of a marriage, the ring can also indicate like, I want to say contracts, like spiritual contracts from that. Like intuitively, that's what's coming through for this. Like when we put a ring on our finger, right, for a wedding, it's a vow to remain faithful. So it can be a contract of faith, something that's coming through regarding a contract of faith, resistance to a new contract of faith, perhaps. 10 of Wands reversed under the sun here, which is a Sagittarius card. Saturn and Sagittarius, I believe, is what this is. So Sagittarius season might see the ending of this cycle, or this commitment, whatever it is for you. The Queen of Swords. Again, about this truth-telling sort of scenario here. Her colors are blue, green, and yellow here. Mostly she's surrounded by blue. She has the Sword of Truth, and she's got somebody's head in her other hand. She is backed by this, oh, I guess we'll leave that one there. She's backed by this like green and yellow sort of form. The element of, interesting, the element of the throat chakra, Visuddha, is ether. So it's like you're translating messages out of the ether, and this is requiring you to almost like, yes, detach from your thoughts. Like there was definitely an element of overthinking in our reading yesterday, but also to face this truth like with the utmost clarity. I want to clarify all of these Lenormand cards, and I don't feel like this is necessarily doing that. We'll pull one more from here, and then we'll move on to the tarot. The Knight of Cups, so interesting. Okay, so we have another 9 reversed here. We have the Princess of Discs reversed. Lots of reversals. That's so interesting. Reversals here, and then upright and upright. Lots of, actually we have kind of everything. Water, fire, air, earth, water, fire. Let's see. Another Sagittarius card here, the Sun in Sagittarius. Again, Sagittarius season might be really, I want to say fruitful is what's coming through, especially as it relates to, with the bouquet, this is like, I think this is an offering of like friendship. Excuse me, just a moment. We're gonna read the meaning of this card because I'm still not super familiar with these. A large rose, a daisy, bellflowers, bluebells, and greenery is bundled together. Happiness, beauty, a gift, or pleasant. It can mean a widow or a rival. Interesting, but its nature is positive. So you might actually be widowed. Whoa. And you might be receiving some like posthumous gift come Sagittarius season regarding this. If that is the case, I am, my heart goes out to you. We would always rather have our loved ones than their gifts. This may also indicate why you're trying to like communicate with the other side too. If you're widowed, the gift you might be receiving is the gift of messages from the other side. That's a really cool message to come through. I want to read card 30 here. Lilies. Lilies indicate death, right? So lilies bloom on the branch. Peace, maturity, elders, retirement, purity, sex, enemy, rival, dishonest lawyer. The nature is neutral. I think what I'm getting here with this combination and the book, I think you're getting a story from somebody who has passed on this Scorpio season that you can finish by Sagittarius season, either of this year or next year. But somebody is giving you their story from the other side on this particular board. That is so cool. I've never experienced that in a reading before. So if this is your message, I'm really interested to know who you are and if that resonates, how that resonates with you. I want to look at the very direct meaning of these cards as well. I don't always do this, but I'm getting intuitively that we need to look directly at the messages for these cards today. We didn't clarify the book, but I think this is the story, especially with all these diamonds here, and the Ace of Diamonds over here. This is the story that needs to be written down, that you become enlightened to. It may even involve, if you're not widowed, it might involve somebody in your family, or somebody that you're researching. We had research come up yesterday, somebody that you're researching who experienced like this passing on, or who was widowed. You might be interviewing somebody, or you might even be writing like a fiction story. But whatever it is, you're getting messages from the other side that is allowing this to play out for you. I want to read the Knight of Cups upright. This is, I believe, a Cancerian card. I always think it is because of this little crab up here, right? The Knight of Cups also always strikes me as an emotional love offer, because there's these peacocks down here, He's armored in green, which is the heart chakra. He's riding this white horse, and he has like an angel. He's lifting the cup with the crab that's like indicative of being able to like walk both on land and in water, and also of like shedding its hard shell to become a soft shell crab for a little while until it hardens its shell again. So it's somebody who's giving a vulnerable emotional love offer and peacocking, really like showing all that they have in order to give to you. Knight of Cups. Fiery part of water, water's power of solution. The card represents him as a warrior in black armor with white wings. It says black, but that's green. On a white horse. In his hand, he carries the cup from which issues a crab, a sign of water and aggression. The peacock symbolizes the brilliance of water. So, with the throat chakra stuff coming through today, you might just be also just tuning into your watery part of, like, this is fiery part of water, but like your watery element as a Scorpion. Just drinking more water, tuning into, again, that receptivity, flow, being in a flow state. This might even just be you in a flow state with this like enlightenment, this endeavor, or these messages from the other side. You might be resisting, which is why we have this Ace of Cups, the flow of messages from the other side, especially if you're opening up to like being a channel. This might be something that's like kind of terrifying for you. With this oppression though, it's like it's gotten to the point where it's harder for you to resist your gifts than it is to express them. Your Ten of Wands. This Ten of Wands reverse can also mean that somebody else is trying to suppress your gifts. If you're experiencing, like I'm experiencing today, some throat chakra like blockages, it could be an indication of like spiritual attacks if that's something that you ascribe to, in which case we send them back transmuted, and we do so from the greatest good, highest power, highest good of all, the greatest good of all, from the highest power, from the highest. Excuse me. I don't know why that was so hard to say today. The Princess of Discs reversed with underneath this book, I think is really interesting. Let's read the book. Card 26. It also, it looks like the Spanish version of this is diary, which you might be keeping a journal. You might be reading somebody's journal who has passed on as well, somebody's diary. That's interesting. The book, 10 of Diamonds. A red and gold decorative book with a blue bookmark is on a green covered table. Knowledge, secrets, learning, the unknown, the occult, and wisdom. Change of residence. You might be moving. That's interesting. Change of residence in this context can also indicate that if somebody has passed on, their spirit has like found an attachment through which to be channeled. And it could very well be their diary. It could be your voice. It could be through somebody that you know. I don't know if you've ever witnessed like my grandpa passed on a few years ago, and sometimes like I'll see my son do something that is like, it reminds me of him. Or, you know, sometimes I'll feel like his energy kind of coming through to help me like entertain my son, because he was just like the kind of person who, he was silly and he was always entertaining, and it like brings that sensation of his presence being like here on the other side of the veil. So that's what I mean by attachments. Let's see here. This Queen of Swords can also indicate, in this regard, learning how to cut karmic ties in a very real, straightforward way. If you have attachments to something on the other side, or it is attached to you and you don't want it, being able to cut those energetic cords. We called on Kali this week for one of our readings, and as a deity, I really like to call on her for those purposes. So that might be something to look into. This Princess of Discs reversed can indicate becoming ungrounded, especially in the context of this reading, which is very ethereal, etheric, which is appropriate because the Visuddha's element is, the throat chakra's element is ether. Strength reversed in this context, I think, indicates discernment. In one of our readings this week, strength reversed came up as like learning how to stand your ground, hold your boundaries, and recognize like when when to call a spade, basically, which is kind of, I think, appropriate because here we have a spade, right, on our bouquet card, number 9. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius who you need to just basically, like, again, call a spade. Or you might be dealing with a Sagittarius who brings this love offer, or a Cancer who brings a love offer. With the sun here, maybe a Leo as well. In Sagittarius season, this love offer might come, but again, it's like you're resistant to it. This love offer in the context of this reading may also very well just be like a spiritual contract offer, like you getting in tune with the divine in such a way that you're channeling messages that you've been sort of resistant to because they make you ungrounded. Writing might help to ground you in this, like just journaling. If you're trying to channel messages and they're coming through in a garbled way, or the whole like clairaudience thing is too much for you, writing messages down, asking questions to this like other side, and then writing the answer could help. A lot of people, I think Socrates famously discussed that when he wrote, he wasn't the one writing, he was channeling like the muses, right? Let's see. Anything else with this? Strength reversed, Knight of Cups. Now let's call on the tarot to clarify. This is a really cool reading, especially for this month of October with the 31st coming up. 10 of Wands to clarify the 10 of Wands upright. So you're burdened both in the physical and the spiritual realm is what I'm seeing by this 10 of Wands, but somehow it's like making you happy. It's like the pressure of engaging in both worlds is the kind of, it's the kind of pressure that you need to become that like diamond, and it's like you've accepted that, especially with the ring here. The 2 of Wands, that's interesting. The 2 of Wands means you have, like, again, this between two worlds is kind of coming through. In the Thoth Tarot, it indicates, sorry, what is the word? I can't remember the word, but it's basically like you've conquered your abilities, like you're able to use your abilities in the world. And with this gray in the background, it's almost like, because you have the world in your hands, you're sort of disenchanted from what it is you're able to do, which might also be this Ace of Cups reversed. Like there's a sort of sense of like disenchantment, almost detachment, like you're doing this because it's your God-given gift, or your God-given sort of like your karma in this life. What is this? Are we writing a book? Are we channeling? What is, Knight of Cups. Interesting. Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups. So it's possible that you are bringing this emotional offer, this emotional like gift to people, which again, if you're a channel, if that's what this is, which it's sort of seeming more and more like that, it may begin with you being able to channel a message from the other side for somebody whose spouse has passed, Or with this mature man, perhaps their grandparents have passed. Or it's your grandparents left out in the cold. I'm getting this weird message like the Disney movie Coco. His family thinks the whole time that his grandpa abandoned their family, but what happened was that his grandpa was killed and murdered for his songs and his talents because he didn't want to like continue writing. So I'm getting this like really specific message that whatever whoever you're channeling from the other side, perhaps it was a couple, perhaps she was widowed, especially with this Lily's card, or he was widowed, this lady passed, whoever it was, there was this like love connection, but there was some misunderstanding that a person had been left out in the cold. And it's like you're channeling messages to like I don't want, reconcile isn't the right word, but to like clear the air here. Like you're bringing clarification about the love connection that was here. What was this strength reversed? Oh, okay. The Lovers flew out. The Three of Cups. So, leaving somebody out in the cold, strength reversed, clarified by the Three of Cups and the Lovers. It indicates to me that somebody believed that they chose, whoever this couple is, somebody chose their community and another lover, perhaps, the third party, over this connection. Death reversed. Death reversed is clarifying to me here that this is somebody who you are tuning in with from the other side. And whatever was going on here with this love connection or this like third party, and this is the most bizarre reading I think I've done in a long time, but I'm hearing that this lover, this third party lover, was like a jealous lover who was rejected and may have like literally killed this person to create this widower situation. I'm also getting a sense that this may have been like your grandparent or I don't know, somebody from like previous generations. It's supposed to be, whoa. Anything else for Scorpios regarding this very specific message today? Heartbreak. You're healing generational heartbreak. Like, it might be a karmic curse from this widower who may have cursed this person, who experienced this injustice, and this misunderstanding created this generational curse, and you're undoing it. The Chariot, yeah, you're moving things forward in a balanced way. You might be seeing results of this on the 3rd, on the 7th, on the 9th, in November in Scorpio season. Again, whatever's coming this like All Hallows Eve or Samhain or Halloween, however you celebrate Day of the Dead, this Halloween could be a really wonderful time to like commune with the other side, to heal this generational curse contract. Yeah, walk away from it. Eclipse season is also coming at the end of this month on the 28th of October. So this might have, I don't know, this is talking to me about it. We have strength on the bottom of the deck and the world reversed. This is talking to me about a Taurus, just because of the eclipse season being in Taurus, ending out like a 2.5-year cycle. So it will take strength for you to finish out this cycle. And with the world reversed on the bottom here, it's like I'm getting this message that you need to be careful about how this message is communicated or portrayed in order to actually close out the cycle, because to basically shift blame or create blame, especially against this third party, is to also continue the cycle. So there's this message of like bringing mercy and forgiveness to all characters or all people involved in this message from the other side, whatever it is. If this was a vengeful lover who like offed somebody for this, to create this widower who like created this generational curse, then you're being encouraged also to understand this side. With the Chariot here especially, there's a very real need to understand both sides of the situation in order to move forward and close things out. Anything else for Scorpios? Yes. Justice, yeah, Six of Pentacles. It's not justice, sorry, but I always think that the Six of Pentacles relates to justice because this person's holding the scales of justice. So the Six of Pentacles, yeah, it means to relay this message with fairness. Give everybody their dues. This is so cool. Whoever you are, whoever I'm reading for, I like cannot wait to hear what this is, or just I'm grateful to you, and yeah, as you channel or as you enter this journey, I wish you safety and the protection of Archangel Michael. I like to call on Archangel Michael for protection. The Sun, it's going to bring you happiness, you and all the generations. I'm hearing 7 generations forward and 7 generations back. In my native culture, that's what we say when we're healing generational karma. It's 7 generations forward and 7 back. 4 of Wands reverse, yeah, this marriage that was undone. Page of Pentacles, it might have been something that she thought was, she or he, I'm thinking that it was this woman who was widowed as this man passed on because a lover literally like offed this guy, and he tried to like leave her out in the cold, and she like wouldn't have it. This may have happened in 1930. That's really random, but that's what's coming through. 1930, 1931 with these 3 cards here. With the 6 of Cups, it's like, what, and the 4 of Wands reverse, I'm getting that this person may have come to you as a child. Oh, there's this really soft, like gentle energy around me right now. Like, this may have been somebody that you knew as a child who was really comforting to you, or the energy of tuning in with this person might bring you back to childhood in a way that's like helping you to heal your inner child also. The King of Pentacles reverse. 9 of Pentacles reverse. Whoa. The Tower and the Devil. This was a third party who used this person for money. And he tried to walk away, and she didn't like that. She or he didn't like that. Whoever they were dealing with didn't like that. The third party may even have been like a bank. In the 1930s, there was the stock market crash in 1929. So it could very well have been like this guy was involved with the wrong, it might not even have been a lover. He could have been involved with like the wrong people and like couldn't pay money back, and they killed him. Like, that's so crazy. What a really cool message, specific message to come through. 5 of Cups on the bottom. I don't think we're going to take that 5 of Cups. I think that this is encouraging you. It's encouraging you to not feel overwhelmed by basically the fact that you're getting like messages from the other side regarding this person or these people, this group of people. You might not believe in that sort of thing. With the Devil and the Tower reversed, it might be like difficult for you to allow for the undoing of whatever perceptions you have that might be preventing you from accepting that you are a channel, or like you're dealing with some sort of, at least for this specific group of people who may be like your generational inheritance or somebody else's around you. It might be difficult for you to like allow for that, but you are being encouraged to allow. Oh, what a cool message. Okay, I'm gonna pull an inner child card because I wouldn't say that this reading was heavy, but I would say that it was really fully enmeshed in the occult and the esoteric, especially with the book here. Ooh, I think I'm gonna take that one. That's really lovely. The Guide of Crystals. Yeah, so the inner child deck, it helps to lighten things up. Here's the Guide of Crystals. It's St. Nicholas. It's quite beautiful. Let's read the Guide of Crystals and then we will be done with this reading today. So the guides in this deck are the princes. Guide of Crystals, St. Nicholas. While Santa Claus appears to be a culturally bound persona whose presence has degenerated into rampant materialism, the true essence of St. Nicholas and Santa Claus has its source in the divine origins of our planet. In esoteric circles, the name for the ruler of the earth is said to be Sanat Kumara. This being is considered to be the Lord of the world, whose mirror reflection may be Lucifer, the fallen angel, or Satan. Notice that the names Santa and Satan are anagrams of Sanat. Each word has 5 letters, and the numerical value of each name is 55. Interesting. That's a very like Kabbalistic sort of concept, the numerical value of names and words. And actually, I do want to link this video I was listening to that I mentioned at the beginning of this reading to this Kabbalistic rabbi who talks about Scorpio season. It's really interesting. I'll link it. The upright 5-pointed star is an occult tradition symbolic of a human being evolving towards spiritual enlightenment. Every human soul is a miniature star. The human head, 2 arms, and 2 legs represent a 5-fold expression of this soul in the world. If you are interested in yoga, doing star pose, just literally standing like with your legs and arms like this, might help you to channel this energy. As Sanat Kumara presides over our planet from invisible levels of being, Santa Claus, the Lord of the North Pole, or the spiritual head center or intake valve for the earth, is the legendary or mythic expression of this being. The true Sanat Kumara works behind the scenes to protect and nurture humanity. Historically, there was a St. Nicholas, born in the 4th century AD to a wealthy family living in Asia Minor. He became known for his holiness, miracles, and zeal. He was also imprisoned for his Christian faith. Part of his life's purpose was to convert sinners, share his wealth with the poor, and increase charity among the populace. Eventually, he came down to us as the patron of storm-ravaged sailors, prisoners, and children. Because of his generosity, children began giving gifts at Christmas time, and his name was metamorphosed into Santa Claus by the Dutch. The image of Santa Claus with a flowing white beard, pictured on the Guide of Crystals card, is similar to the image of Grandfather Time, the keeper of hopes and dreams, who holds the key to potential manifestation. The rabbit on the card denotes fertility. Steeped in the suit of earth crystals is the message of earth harvest, growth, productivity, and reproduction. St. Nicholas is a minor arcana version of the trump card 5, the wizard, also known as the Hierophant in the regular tarot, who bridges the material and spiritual worlds, encouraging us to aspire to the wisdom to create abundance on earth. The appearance of this card suggests that you have been blessed in many ways. Explore the well of abundance and kindness that you can draw upon at any time. Expect miracles. The attainment of your wishes is possible. Remember the magic of believing. Rekindle your childlike sense of anticipation. When opportunity knocks, your hopes and prayers may be answered. Be generous, kind, and thankful. Woo! That's a really cool reading. All around. I think with this Santa Claus coming through, also denoting the Hierophant, Your gifts as somebody who is channeling from the other side this month into Sagittarius season, it may literally only be for a season. Like, you might just open yourself to be a channel for a couple of months and then never experience something like that again. So if this is something you're experiencing, you're being encouraged to step into your childlike nature, open yourself to that belief and that excitement. Like, if you imagine the sort of adventures that kids in like children's novels will go on, right? Like, if I were to step into a wardrobe, for instance, today and wind up in Narnia, I would think I was going crazy. But these kids in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, they make a whole life there, and it's just part of their existence. So you're being encouraged to embrace that sort of childlike enthusiasm regarding this sort of open doorway into another channel of existence for you, at least especially through this season. 35:55 on the timer. All right, again, if you want to be entered for the free reading on 11/11, just put free reading in the comments. Don't put any of your personal information, although you can put a couple words about what you might want to have a free reading around. Keep in mind, I will need to email it to you, so you can either email me or reach out if you are the winner. I will announce the winner on the 11th. Otherwise, you can book a personal reading with me on Etsy if you care to, also linked below. You can donate via Patreon or Cash App, linked below, and you can reach out via social media, also linked below, anytime. So thank you so much for being here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.